啲人企得咁鬼散嘅。
At Cynthia's campaign. Before I call up our leader, I just want to say, as president of our party, how proud I am of Cynthia Lai for all of the hard work that she's put in the last 28 days. It's been a tough campaign. Tough campaign, and she's been out there up to the last minute in the middle of a snowstorm, pulling out every last vote. So I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Cynthia. I'd like to call up the leader of our party and the next Premier of Ontario, John Tory.
And friends, I want to begin by saying thank you to each and every one of you, because we've had, this was a challenging riding. We knew that from the first. Cynthia knew that when she sought the nomination. We talked about it, and we knew we'd have to work hard to try to put some roots down here and to try to start to put our message out. And to those of you who were here throughout the last number of weeks, and today especially, I just want to say how grateful all of us are on behalf of Ted Chudley, who's here from the caucus, and myself and the entire party. The President has already spoken. We're very grateful for the fact that you would be here and begin the process of laying down the kind of roots that we want to lay down as a party in each and every riding in the GTA and across the province. Now, I'll get to Cynthia in a moment because she is the woman of the hour, but I want to just single out one person before I talk about Cynthia, and she'll want to do the same, I'm sure. There was a gentleman who came to Cynthia's nomination meeting and who I know has been active in this campaign every day since then, in one way or another. And I had a chance to be canvassing with him a couple of times. It was a spectacle of the highest order. I mean, I thought I'd canvassed with people who really know how to do this before. I thought I knew how to do this. I'm pretty good. He's the best, and that is Raymond Cho, Councillor Raymond Cho. Cynthia will tell you I'm not exaggerating at all. It's a great lesson, though, because Raymond Cho has clearly worked hard in his ward and has got to know the people there, and they've got to know him. And so when he goes to the door, he doesn't have to say who he is. They know right away who he is, and they greet him warmly, and that's really the mark of someone who's done a good job, who they respect, and so on. So I want to say a special thank you to Raymond Cho, but really the thanks of the hour and the congratulations of the hour belong to Cynthia Lai. Cynthia Lai, I've known for some time. I've had the privilege of knowing her for some time. She is a remarkable person because she is an accomplished businesswoman. She is a community servant of the highest order, a community leader, and she is a person with absolutely endless energy. I know from when I would get her on the phone and ask her what she'd been doing, she'd have been at a Tai Chi class at 7 o'clock in the morning, not working out, which I'm sure she'd have rather been doing, but she'd have been there greeting the people that were in the Tai Chi class. She was at Chinese restaurants the minute they opened. She was canvassing door to door. She was going to church services. She was attending community meetings. She participated in 5 or 6 debates, and she did every single bit of that with enthusiasm. She did it with competence, and she did it in a way that could make all of us proud, but especially me as the leader of the party, very proud indeed that she is our candidate. And so I just want to say to you, Cynthia, that as someone who ran for the first time for public office and lost, you, I think, can say that you had the same experience that I did, which is you've lost in a very honorable way, and that really means you've won. And it means that we've won because you've gained a lot of experience about this community, you've, I'm sure, learned some things about yourself, and it really just emboldened me to want to run again for public office. And I really, really hope on behalf of all of these people here and many thousands of other people that you will seek public office again soon. I know at the end of a tiring campaign, it's the first thing on your mind, which is how do we start this again as soon as possible. The good news is that the election, the general election's only less than 2 years away. So this is really good. Sometimes when people lose, they have to wait 4 years. You don't. But I want to just say as well that you also carried our message very effectively. I had a chance to be at the debate in the black community that you participated in on issues of particular interest to the black community, and I had a chance to see the debate that was carried on television. And I think that you have very effectively captured a lot of the sentiment that people have. And, you know, by-elections are funny things. It's difficult to create interest because there's not a lot of media attention. Today, the weather, I'm sure, hampered the turnout to some extent. But I think that you've started to lay down some roots here, too, as Cynthia Lai, someone who had her first home here, who has her business here, and I think there's great promise for you in this community. So I want to say thank you. We're proud of you. We love you. You definitely have to run for public office again, and I want you to come up here and get a well-deserved, very warm reception from all of these people who feel the same way as I do.
Thank you, Leader John, for such good remarks about me. And I think I'm just running on adrenaline now. I don't know, I've been just working so hard. And I think tonight the voters of Scarborough-Rouge River has made a decision. And with the number of polls reporting in, it's clear that the voters have chosen to go in a different direction than the one we offered. I will go and congratulate Mr. Bas Volkersoon soon on his victory this evening. Bas and Sheila and the other candidates in this by-election made this opportunity a memorable one. The voters of Scarborough were well served by the options before them. They have proven that democracy in our province is alive and well. I know a lot of you are disappointed. I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed myself. But I'm also so proud and so grateful for the hours and hours of work our teams put into this campaign. I'm so thankful for the support you have shown our party, our leader, our values, and our team. And I'm so very, very grateful for the support you have shown in me. We went into this campaign to send Dalton McGuinty a message. We went into this campaign to let the Premier know that a record of broken promises, high taxes, and increasing crime in this is simply not good enough. And that Scarborough deserves better. Tonight we can all be proud. The message has been sent. This is a warning to Dalton McGuinty that he can no longer take Scarborough-Rouge River or anywhere else for granted. That his record of neglect and broken promises is catching up with him. That times are changing. We scheduled tonight as a victory party, and yes, we're still going to have a victory party.
Yes.
Because thanks to your help, your energy, and your ideas, we have won the victory for the people of Scarborough-Rouge River. We held Dalton McGuinty to account for breaking his promises for higher taxes and higher electricity bills. We held Dalton McGuinty to account for the doctor shortages and longer waiting times. We held Dalton McGuinty to account for doing nothing while young people die from gun violence. This is a premier that has made his reputation dodging the tough questions. For the past month, he couldn't dodge the tough questions because of each of you. None of this would be possible without some wonderful people, some of whom we all know, some of whom work behind the scenes. Thank you to our leader, John Tory, not only for all the support he has shown throughout this campaign, but also for believing in me. I want to thank Daniel Robinson. My young and handsome campaign manager. And I'm going to introduce a Chinese girl to you, Daniel. And Christine Hogarth, my campaign director. And my CRO, Laura Kilbert. Is Laura here?
Counting money.
She's counting money. And Brian Patterson and his team of staff at Queen's Park. And the whole Ontario PC executive team, such as President Blair, Ken, is Ken here? Ken's not here. Yeah, Ken. Thank you for saving me that day. Mitchell, where's Mitchell? Hi, Mitchell. Janet, is Janet here? Janet, there. And who else is on the executive that I have missed here? Yeah, all the executives, okay, all the PC executives, I'd like to thank you all for your hard work and for your behind-the-scenes support. I would be remiss if I do not remember to thank Councillor Raymond Cho, my godfather. For his tireless efforts and his mentorship throughout the campaign. You might not have known, Mr. Cho walks 3 times as fast as me in doing canvassing. Without you, Dr. Cho, I wouldn't have gotten this far. Last, and certainly not the least, how could I forget to thank my life partner and my better half. Is he here yet? CK? CK, where are you? Yeah, he's removing the signs. And my children and my family for their unconditional love and support and never-ending encouragements. To me, they are the best. And I must especially mention that in this last 28 days, my husband has never said one word that is negative to me. And he's just out there putting out signs and pounding on doors and to me, and that's why I stay positive, because I have this power engine behind me. Special thanks to my husband. He's probably on his way here. Tonight we can be disappointed, but we can also be proud. We're going to have this victory party. We're going to celebrate old stories and new friends. We've all worked hard Now we're going to have some fun together. Regardless of the result, this will be one of the most memorable nights of my life. And I could not ask for a better group of people for me to share it with. And if I'm just going to say a few words in Chinese for some of my Chinese friends here. 今日好開心，大家喺度尤其咁多傳媒嘅朋友，好多謝你哋，因為咧我知道你哋非常之愛戴，亦都非常之錫住我，咁我就非常之開心。咁因為我哋咁多朋友咧，都能夠向我呢個喺個夢嘅開始嚟到為我做我一份子。雖然我哋今次未得到一個勝利，但係咧我相信咧大家已經盡咗力，同埋好多謝各位，我都唔講名啦嚇，因為太多個要多謝啦，咁就係咁多謝你先。Let me end by saying this. I'm starting with this dream, and as I told my leader John, it is just the beginning. Thank you all for coming.
Quite literally the fourth or fifth best Liberal riding in all of Ontario in terms of the percentage of the vote they've had over the last 20 years. And so if you can take one of their very best ridings in all of Ontario and bring down their share of the vote and bring ours up a little bit and start to put down some new routes with a wonderful candidate like Cynthia Lai, then I look at that as one step forward. And we know that in the process of rebuilding our own party and winning back some ridings we haven't held for a long time, it's going to be hard work. It's going to take a long time. But I'm a very patient, hard-working man, and we have a great team, and we're just going to keep working at it. So I'm never disappointed. I just decide that we got to move on tomorrow and start up where we left off.
Yeah. So Cynthia is still the ideal candidate in this riding, or you try to put her in other riding in the 2007 general election?
Well, unlike the Liberal Party, where these decisions are often made at secret meetings in the Premier's office, in our party, these decisions are made in a democratic fashion by the membership of the party. And so if Cynthia wants to run again, she will put her name forward in this riding or any other one, and the membership of the Riding Association, whether it's here or somewhere else, will make that decision. I don't make those decisions. I can only tell you this. I would be thrilled and I would be proud to have her as a candidate for this party again, whether it's here or somewhere else. I just hope she runs again because she's the kind of person that I want to attract into politics. A person with a track record, a person who is not a career politician, and a person who is energetic and accomplished, a woman, and I just think she's fantastic. So I hope she runs again somewhere, but as I say, the people will decide that, and of course she has to decide if she wants to do it again.
Okay, you lost good results because of the federal elections.
Well, we're going to work hard. I don't think we'll see those by-elections happen for some time, probably until the spring, once the federal election's over. And we'll work hard. Two of those seats we presently hold, and I'm optimistic we can hold them. And we're going to put on a good fight in the third one and see how we do.
第一次啦，咁組織方面啦，同埋我諗係嗰啲義工問題啦，我諗我或者都第一次個 campaign 咧，就義工方面就唔係太夠，咁所以咧我都即係向大家我嘅選民都要有少少道歉，因為我唔能夠全部都去佢哋嗰個屋裏邊同佢哋見面，呢個亦都係一個好向佢哋道歉㗎。
Cynthia，你滿唔滿意呢個環選民嘅投票啊？
我諗環選民嘅投票率咧，就我應該就會係好過上一次嘅。咁你話係滿唔滿意咧？我諗應該係會可以仲更加做得更好。
咁我想問就係話，因為都話你係個好嘅 candidate 啦，但係當然你都要再經過一啲嘅黨外層先至可以有機會再選。其實有冇開始諗下已經好快第二次就嚟咯喎？咁有咩部署先？
咁我諗睇下隨緣啦。咁如果係有咁嘅機會嘅，即係等於而家我諗我就遞咗張申請表啦。咁你睇下有冇人錄用我，或者我會繼續都會睇下，希望能夠為社區做一啲事。
咁你今次嘅競選為 運動之中，其實你覺得最大嘅得着，或者同埋最大嘅失望係乜嘢？
最大嘅得着咧，其實咧，我覺得咧就係等我自己即係能夠了解到原來社區咧係咁需要我哋去關心同關懷嘅，因為有好多地方咧，我即係了解得特別，再更加要了解到社區，就覺得自己喺社區嘅服務仲未夠呢個係自己最大嘅得着。最大嘅失望咧就係咧我哋嗰啲我哋嘅中國人華人咧就對呢啲係政治嘅 campaign 咧都仲未係有一種嘅意識。同埋咧佢哋仲未有咁嘅教育，因為咧喺呢個嘅政治嘅 political process 裏邊咧係需要有唔同嘅出嚟幫要嚟出嚟做義工，咁先係一個團隊嘅精神，先至能夠做一個好成功嘅 campaign。
咁而家就係 thank you。Cynthia，你下次咧如果真係再選嘅時候，會選翻呢個選區，定係會考慮翻邊個？
我真係未諗過。